All right, welcome everybody. My name's Sammy Joe. Today we're going to be working with a Kundalini Kriya for throwing off stress. So I think that this is going to be a really good one for all of us. But firstly, I just want to acknowledge that throwing off our emotions is not necessarily the best thing for us to do. So I think that first it's really important for us to acknowledge what's there for us, honor what's there, and then we can release or work at release whatever is not serving us. And oftentimes stress is one of those things that doesn't do us any good at all. So we're going to be working at moving the energy within, raising our vibration in a way that allows us to kind of release all of that stuff that's causing us maybe some discomfort and not allowing us to live in the best way that we can. So firstly, we're going to come into a comfortable position. So if you want to lay down right now, if you just prefer to be seated, finding your way into that position. And then if you want to, you can close your eyes, but it's not necessary. It doesn't always feel safe for everyone to close their eyes. So if that's the case for you, then you can just soften your gaze down to your nose or maybe down to the earth. And we'll just take a couple of breaths here. All right, so focusing on the breath and letting the breath, as much as possible, bring us into the moment. All right, leaving all of the other stuff, any stress. Well, we're going to start working on that in a moment, but see if right now you can leave the stress. Let it go. If there's anything else present for you right now, just acknowledging it, but then seeing if you can maybe breathe it out. And then the inhalation can kind of serve as a way to bring yourself into this moment. So you're breathing your way into this moment and then exhaling anything that isn't serving you right now. I know that that's like a classic yoga teacher line, but it's kind of a goodie, so I'm going to use it too. I always do. And also taking a moment to feel the earth beneath you. All right, so feeling that grounding presence beneath you. And also feeling the support from the earth beneath you. And if you're laying down, you might like to place your hands over your heart, one on top of the other. Even if you're seated, you might want to place one hand over the other, just resting at the heart space. If you would prefer, please feel free to take your hands into prayer at heart center. So whatever works best, and that goes for everything in our practice today and always. This is about what's best for you, so practicing in a way that really honors your experience and honors your physical form in this moment as well. You might not be able to do all of the practices or the exercises, and that's totally fine. You can always just imagine yourself doing them if that works for you. And you're still going to get all of the benefits. You're still going to be moving the energy, even if you're sitting still and you're imagining. Okay, so using the power of our minds to create that shift of energy. All right, so dropping our awareness down into our heart, all right, accessing the energy there, love and compassion and forgiveness. All right, if you're able to breathe into that space, into the heart, then go ahead and do that. And if right now there's any mantras or incantations, if you'd like to if you'd like to call in any specific energy, maybe your guardians, your guides, your ancestors, whatever you feel that you need to do in this moment, go ahead and do that. So if you're chanting, chant out loud, go for your life. But we all have different ways of starting our practice, different things that we connect to. So just taking this time to do your thing, to open your practice. And then when you're done, taking a really deep breath in, so breathing all the way up to the crown of the head, or imagining that you're breathing up to the crown of the head, and then hold the breath there. And as you hold, you're going to lift through Mula Bandh, okay, lifting through pelvic floor. And with that, we invite the energy, which is said to be stagnant energy, from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown, our place of enlightenment, our place of connection to everything that is, connecting to our higher self, to creative consciousness. Hold it there. And then exhale, release the breath, soften your hands down to wherever is comfortable beside you, onto your lap, or into your lap, onto your knees. And then just pause for a moment and observe what is there for you right now. And then when you're ready, and you might not be yet, and that's totally fine, all right, honoring your experience, doing your own thing if you want to. But when you are ready, coming up into a seat, a comfortable seat. So you might want to prop something underneath your backside right now. Okay, so a cushion. I always have a cushion under my bum. My bum loves some cush. So putting something underneath your bum. Might just be a piece of clothing that's close by, a block, a blanket, whatever it is. So coming into a comfortable seat. We're going to be seated for the majority of, well, actually all of this Kriya. So if you become uncomfortable at any time, shake out your legs, stand up, sit down, do whatever you need to do. Stretch if you want to. It's really up to you. Just remembering that. All right, so the first practice that we're going to work with has 3 parts. Now the first part we actually continue throughout. So you're going to, and I'll demonstrate firstly so that you're not in it for longer than you have to. So we're going to tuck the elbows in towards the side body, just relax shoulders just softly with that movement, and then lifting the hands up. Now you're going to alternate between touching forefinger and thumb to ring finger and thumb, and you're going to do that quite rapidly. Okay, now when I practice this, I kind of get confused and it gets a little bit weird. So if that happens for you, don't worry about it. Just continue on and just do the best that you can. If you're not able to move the fingers so fast, don't worry about it. Just do it slowly, whatever you're able to do. Part 2, which I will instruct when we get to part 2, I will give you the instruction. Okay, so just wait for my voice, wait for that instruction from me. But we start breathing deeply in and out through the mouth. Okay, so it looks like this. Right? And at the same time as we're doing this, the eye gaze is down towards the tip of the nose, all right? So it's kind of like you're crossing your eyes. No one is watching you. You're all watching me. So I'm the only one that gets to look like an idiot. So don't worry about it, okay? Part 3, we're going to work with breath of fire, Kapalabhati breath, which is a breath that all comes from the navel. All right, so pumping the energy around the navel, around Manipura chakra, which is the place of personal power and will and all of that stuff. So kind of like stirring us and helping us to stir into action. And also like activating that really powerful energy to help us release that energy of stress. So with this practice of Kapalabhati, we're going to really forcefully, or I don't know if I like that language, but for the lack of something better to say right now, I'm just going to use that. I'm going to go with that. So forcefully drawing the navel in, and as you draw the belly in, you're exhaling at the same time. Then the inhalation comes naturally. All right, I'll just demonstrate this breath firstly. It looks like this, and it can be helpful if you just want to press pause on me and give it a go, have a little practice, then go ahead. And if you want to practice, it's nice to place your hand on your belly to do so, to feel that drawing in of the belly. Okay, so here we go. Now we're doing this with the fingers, all right, which again gets kind of tricky, and I get really confused when I do it, so I hope that I don't put you all off and make you confused as I'm doing it at the same time. But it kind of looks like this, if I can get it right, all right? So there we go, not too bad. All right, so you kind of get the gist. So with part 1, we're just moving the fingers. We're breathing naturally, so you don't really have to think about the breath, just think about the fingers. Part 2, in and out through the mouth. Part 3, our breath of fire. All right, so we'll come into position now. Again, comfortable seated position. If you need to shake out your legs before we start, go ahead and do that. We're sitting upright in our seat, so imagine the crown drawing up towards the sky. All right, and at the same time, sit bones drawing down, connecting to the energy of the earth once again. Then we draw the hands up. All right, and taking the eye gaze down to the tip of the nose. And then begin moving the fingers, thumb to forefinger, thumb to ring finger, alternating the fingers, moving as fast as you can. Just breathing naturally. Remember, if you get confused, doesn't matter, take a moment, take a break, come back to it. Maintaining length in the spine. And if the mind is really busy, just make a real effort to focus on the movement through the fingers, in particular the touch, right? Focusing on that touch. Through this practice, shifting ourselves out of the mind, right? Out and away from all of the stories that we tell ourselves, and instead just being with the movement, being with that touch. All right, now breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Part 2, we begin. In and out through the mouth. Okay. Maintain the movement through the fingers, moving as rapidly as you can. Eye gaze at the tip of the nose, stay with it. If your mind has wandered, bring it back. Connect with breath, connect with the touch of the fingers. Be here. All right, Kapalabhati, breath of fire. Start pumping the belly. And keep the arms where they are. Breathe really deeply. Hold the breath at the top. Lift through Mula Bandha and then tuck the chin in slightly. All right, holding that breath, that energy within. And then exhale, release. Release the hands down onto your knees. Okay, maybe palms facing down to create a sense of grounding for yourselves right now. Keep your eyes closed, or actually close your eyes now. And again, observe what is there for you right now. All right, how does the physical body feel? Can you feel energy moving, blood pumping? Are there thoughts present? Are there emotions and feelings present? Being with it all and not judging any of it, which is sometimes really hard. But we're going to do our best right now just to be the witness to our experience. All right, then when you're ready, blinking your eyes open so that I can show you this next one. So with this next one, we are going to place our hands over our heart, which is kind of hard for me because I've got this big chunky necklace on. Probably potentially the wrong choice for this Kriya, but anyway, you all can hopefully do it. So hands just gently over the heart space. I'm going to move my rose quartz. So gently holding onto the heart. And with this practice, we're just in this position. All right. So you're sitting nice and tall again. And you're going to feel like your hands have got healing energy. All right, so healing energy on the palms of the hands, and you're receiving that healing energy into your heart. So kind of offering yourselves right now exactly what it is that you need. All right, so closing the eyes, you're going to breathe really slowly and really deeply. All right, so a gentle healing breath as you receive the energy that you need straight into your heart space. All right, eyes closed, sitting up nice and tall. And we'll begin. Now, if your mind wanders, keep returning to the heart space. And you might even like to repeat the words silently to yourself, I receive, or I am open to receive, as you breathe that healing energy into your heart. And then very gently taking the hands up to your forehead, right, up to your third eye. Again, one hand on top of the other, eyes closed. And now repeating over and over silently in your mind, I am, I am, I am. Your shoulders relaxed and your face relaxed. I am. This mantra, a way to presence ourselves in the moment. This mantra, a reminder that we are an integral part of the makeup of this universe. This mantra reminding us also of how important we are and how worthy we are. I am. I am. I am. If your arms begin to feel tired or if there's discomfort there, see if you can hold it for just one more breath. And then maybe one more breath. Maybe allowing yourselves to be with the discomfort, working through the discomfort. But then, of course, if you need a break, please take it. But continue with that mantra, I am. We're nearly there now, last little bit. Staying with it, last 15 seconds. I am, I am, I am. And then breathing deeply, breathe all the way up to your third eye now. Hold the breath at your third eye, lift through Mulaban, your pelvic floor, and imagine a beam of light shining into your hands. And then exhale, release your arms, release your hands down onto your knees. If your palms are facing up, take forefinger and thumb to touch. You might also like to rest your hands in your lap. And again, just let yourselves be. Let the energy settle, observe what you're feeling, tap into your experience. All right, and then maybe this time you're able to keep your eyes closed and just listen to the description for this next practice. So we're placing one hand on top of the other, but this time over our navel point, okay? And then we're pressing really strongly into our navel, but at the same time, try to keep your shoulders relaxed. So if you need to roll your shoulders a little bit to release some of the tension that is perhaps present there, go ahead and do that. And then pressing into navel, close your eyes, turn your eye gaze inward to your third eye, okay? So the place that we had our hands in the last practice. And maybe even connecting once again with that beam of light from the third eye. All right, connecting to our inner truth, our inner knowledge, our wisdom, and pressing into our navel point, that place of personal power. And the breath is natural. So gently breathing in and out as you press into your belly, shifting that energy within, stirring up that energy within. And keeping the hands where they are, breathe really deeply. All the way up to the crown, lift through Mulaban, hold the breath, feel the energy rise up. And then exhale, release. Release your hands again down to your knees. Keep your eyes closed. Pause just for a moment. And then if you need to shake your legs out or stretch your legs out just for a moment as I show you through this next one, go ahead and do that. So again, we're seated, cross-legged. We're going to lift the hands up so that, again, the elbows tucked into the side, but just kind of relaxed into the side. I should use that wording instead. The fingers are spread wide and we just move the wrists, okay? So this is a wrist twist. The hands move in towards us and then back out, okay? Fingers spread wide and the movement is coming from the wrists, and we just repeat that movement over and over. So when you're ready, coming into position, sitting up nice and tall, again, crown of the head drawing up, sit bones drawing down, so we have just this gentle two-way pull, connecting to the sky, connecting to the earth. Bring the hands into position, spread the fingers wide, and we'll begin. So moving the hands, moving, twisting through the wrists back and forward, and again, as rapidly as you're able to. Close your eyes, eye gaze turned inward to your third eye, and again, beam of light from your third eye. The breath natural. And then coming to stillness, but keep the arms where they are. Breathe in really deeply, all the way to the crown. Hold the breath at the crown. Lift through Mula Bandha. Feel the energy rise up. Feel that expansion from within. Feel the energy moving around your entire body now. As you exhale, release your hands down to your knees. Let the energy move. Feel it flowing within. All right. Now bringing fingertips up to your shoulders, and you're going to lift your elbows. All right, so your arms are parallel with the earth and the fingers just gently resting on your shoulders. This one is called ribcage dance. So you're going to just move your body around, okay? So moving side to side, maybe circles, whatever you're able to, whatever way you're able to move. And if it's not very much at all, please don't worry about it. Again, just imagine yourself doing the practice if it doesn't feel good to move. All right, so really just letting yourselves move in whatever way you want. Your eyes are going to be closed. Okay, eye gaze turn inward to your third eye. Even play some music right now if you want to, if that helps you, just to move in a really free way, but keeping the arms lifted, elbows lifted, and see if you can keep your arms in that position as you move. All right, so closing your eyes, turn your gaze inward to your third eye, bring your arms into position, and then just start to move your body. Okay, side to side, round and round. Maybe even imagining that you're creating figure eights with the elbows in all different directions, all different ways, moving and dancing through the rib cage. Maybe even imagining right now that you're dancing to free your heart. Okay, as a way to release all of the walls that you've put up around your heart. Maybe as a way to protect yourselves from the stress that you feel in your daily life. So dancing right now to free and expand through heart space. And then coming back to center, keep the arms where they are, breathe deeply. All the way to the crown, lift through Mula Bandha, feel the energy rise up. And then exhale, release your hands down to your knees. And imagine now that energy, the breath, is moving back down into the base of the spine. And you're just holding the energy there now. Breathing naturally, but holding the energy at the base, really connecting to earth energy, grounding energy. Feel yourselves in this moment. Feel into your physical form. You are here. You are you. And you're pretty bloody wonderful. Okay, next practice. Again, cross-legged, sitting cross-legged, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to use our open palm. All right, spreading the fingers wide. And we're just going to hit our inner thighs. All right, so just hitting. I want to say as hard as you can, but I also really don't want you to hurt yourself. So please don't bruise or create any bruises through this practice. Just kind of pounding into our inner thighs to create that shift of energy. So moving the energy from the lower body and allowing it to flow kind of upward and then all around through this practice. Okay, so closing the eyes, turning your gaze inward to your third eye once again. And we will begin. All right, then come to stillness, breathe deeply. Breathe all the way into the crown of the head, lift through Mula Bandha, hold the breath. And then exhale, release your hands down to your knees. All right, so when you're ready now, I'm going to ask that you come to lay down, or, well, firstly, I'm going to ask that you press pause on my face, because I am going to suggest that you take this time to come into a relaxation position or shape of some sort, whether that is lying down or whether you want to pause in meditation. So setting your timer for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, however long you want to relax for. Set your timer, press pause on me, and then return to me when your timer goes off. So come back and press play and we'll close together. So finding your way into that position, get as comfortable as you can possibly be. And I know that comfort is not something we can always manage, but just doing the best that you can. Relaxing as much as possible through your physical body. Close your eyes really gently if that feels safe. And then if you're able to, focus on your breath and press pause on me, and I'll see you afterwards. So coming back to me when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. We're going to close now together. So if you wanted to stay lying down, that's totally fine. But if you're seated, we'll either bring our hands into prayer at heart center, maybe placing one hand on top of the other at heart space, closing the eyes really gently. Maybe right now, scanning back over your day, your morning, just your practice, and finding whatever it is that you're grateful for, acknowledging whatever it is that you're grateful for in your day so far. And bringing your awareness down into your heart space once again. We're going to close collectively with a round of Om. All right, if you do prefer to close in a different way, then again, feel free to pause me and do your thing. But if you're going to join me with our round of Om, we'll take a deep breath in now. And then taking your thumbs up to eyebrow center and bowing down towards the earth. So we bow in gratitude to the earth for all of the nourishment that she provides. We bow to all of the other people doing this practice with us. We bow to our loved ones. We bow to those who challenge us. We bow to our experience. We bow to the lineage of yoga, acknowledging that this is an ancient wisdom and that it is a borrowed practice. And for that, we are so very grateful. And then most importantly, we bow to ourselves. We bow to ourselves in the deepest of gratitude for always doing the best that we can and for being the amazing human beings that we are in every moment. And I bow to all of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope we can do it again soon. I don't know if that was a silly thing to say. I also hope that you enjoyed my father-in-law singing in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but if you can, I hope it was a joy. So thank you everybody again. I'm Sammy Jo. Have a beautiful day and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.